It's been 30 years since the last time anyone saw or heard from Roderick Hotham. He was an accountant from Bangor who had been indicted on fraud and money laundering charges. Some say he fled. His family believes he was the victim of a crime.
In the spring of 1993, people packed into a courtroom to determine if Rod's brother, Tim, should be allowed to take over his brother's estate. Here's a report from the proceedings from News Center Maine's Janet Smith.
It was like a who's who in probate court this morning. People who last saw Rod Hotham before he disappeared last September. People who worked for Hotham. All people subpoenaed to testify about his disappearance. Even the state's attorney general was subpoenaed. One witness who took the stand but refused to testify on the grounds it would incriminate him was State Police Detective Dennis McClellan. There are reports that McClellan was investigating concerns Hotham had about his safety and his family's. That's never been substantiated until today by Attorney General Michael Carpenter.
It was my understanding at that time, my understanding only, that Detective McClellan was the police officer who was looking into those safety concerns, among other things. Based on that conversation, I arranged to meet with Detective McClellan.
McClellan is currently on administrative leave from the state police. Carpenter was supposed to have a meeting with Hotham the day he disappeared. Friends and others who know Hotham say he was going to bring boxloads of documents on alleged white-collar crime to Carpenter, including alleged fraud involving the Penobscot Indian Nation tribal funds. Rod Hotham never made that meeting. The documents did make it, and today Carpenter gave the boxes back to the Hotham family.
At that point, it seemed to me that if anybody was going to make sense of them, it probably was more likely going to be a member of the Hotham family. But I don't think an investigator ever actually went through those files to see if anything, in any kind of methodical manner.
Carpenter says as far as he knows, the only agency investigating Rod Hotham's disappearance is the Bangor Police Department. The hearing was filled with people's last recollections of Hotham and theories of what they think may have happened to him. Even Hotham's brother, Tim Hotham, who requested the hearing to have the judge appoint him conservator of his brother's estate, said that he was told there was a contract out on Rod Hotham's life. As far as the conservatorship issue is concerned, Judge Alan Woodcock says that will be made next week.
I think it sheds some doubt on what they've been trying to lead the public to believe as far as Rod's guilt, and we're still convinced that he's innocent, and we're going to keep pushing towards the truth.
That was Janet Smith reporting back in 1993.